In March, the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium erupts with the explosive rhythm of the Odisha Parba festival. Thousands gather as tribal dancers blur into motion. This is an aggressive reassertion of an ancient identity on the national stage. The festival pulls historically marginalized groups to the absolute center. Performers from the Banda tribe, wearing their distinct heavy metallic necklaces, showcase traditions rarely seen outside their native hills. State leaders call this cultural sovereignty. By elevating indigenous theatrical masks and crafts, they are building a protective wall against the homogenization of Western culture. Securing that shared heritage is step one. With a unified psychological bedrock in place, the state is executing a highly engineered plan to build a $500 billion economy by 2036. Take a look at what happened on World Pakhala Day. The state prepared 1,174 kilograms of fermented rice in a single massive vessel, securing a Guinness World Record. Pakhala is a zero-waste, probiotic household staple. By showcasing it on this scale, officials are engaging in gastronomic diplomacy, projecting traditional health practices to an international audience. There is a stark contrast at play here. While the government actively preserves its ancient agrarian roots, it is simultaneously funneling billions into futuristic industrialization. Securing a cultural identity unifies the population. Now the state is using that momentum to construct an impenetrable high-tech moat. That moat starts with a 20,000 crore rupee macroeconomic leap. The government is building India's first sovereign AI park, bringing hyperscale computing facilities online. Partnering with Sarvam AI, they are deploying 4,096 NVIDIA processors to create a state-controlled computing stack, ensuring sensitive data stays within local borders. This secure data powers vernacular AI voice assistants, delivering public services and agricultural advice to farmers in Odisha. True technological sovereignty requires total independence. The state owns the data, controls the algorithms, and ensures the resulting intelligence speaks directly to its rural population. To anchor that digital cloud, you have to dig into the physical earth. A new 10 crore rupee initiative is mapping out dedicated rare earth corridors to extract critical minerals. By controlling the extraction and processing of these elements, the region becomes an indispensable node for India's defense supply chains and the global hardware manufacturing market. Digging for rare earths and powering gigawatt-scale AI data centers requires massive electrical output. To sustain it cleanly, officials have locked in 67,000 crore rupees specifically for vast renewable energy grids. They secure the raw minerals in the ground. They dominate the processing in the cloud. They power it all with wind and solar. It is a completely self-reliant industrial loop. But there is a glaring reality check here. You have to ask how a multi-billion-dollar AI and mining boom actually helps a rural family living without basic utilities. The answer is an aggressive mission mode saturation drive called Mission Power, designed specifically to close the rural infrastructure gap. Power stands for power, piped water, and all-weather roads. The government has set a strict deadline of March 2027 to extend these 3 utilities to every single isolated revenue village in the state. A paved road or a water pipe is a prerequisite for human dignity. Without them, economic participation is impossible. This brings us to the state's darkest historical challenge, Dadan. For decades, severe distress migration forced desperate citizens out of their homes and into exploitative bonded labor in the brick kilns of neighboring states. To dismantle this system, the government introduced the Dalkai Initiative. It is a targeted scheme that funds skill development and creates sustainable, local jobs to keep workers in their home districts. This completes the macroeconomic loop. The massive wealth generated from the AI parks and rare earth corridors is being redirected to fund Dalkai and empower these vulnerable communities. They call it individual sovereignty. The Viksit Odisha 2036 blueprint proves that